So, seems we've arrived at this point, huh? The point that can make or break a creator. The point where instead of just being another kid uploading random videos, you could think, hey, I might actually have something here. That's right, this channel has hit the milestone of 1,000 subscribers. Now you can think of this video as a sort of part 2 to my 600 subscriber special, so I'll try not to repeat myself too much with that video in mind. But one thing that's still been on my mind ever since I made that video is the question, is this really something to celebrate? When there are people who have tens of millions of subscribers out there, how is just 1,000 cause for celebration? And yeah, it may seem trivial in the grand scheme of things, but the fact that the channel has made it this far when the vast majority of videos get lost in the algorithm, I think is a victory of itself. It definitely gives the impression that while it's not notable yet, this channel definitely has the potential to grow into something larger and much more awesome. But before I talk about the future, I'll touch on the past for a bit. As I said, I'll try to avoid repeating myself, so check out my 600 subscriber retrospective if you'd like to know the more distant past of this channel. But what's happened since then? What happened to cause my sub count to nearly double? Well, this video happened. Oh, this video really happened. It was about 2 days after I uploaded Corporate Media vs. Creative Media that views started to flow in. Now, usually when that happens, a video would stop at about 1,000 or 2,000 views, but this one kept going. It quickly passed my first 2 Tears of the Kingdom videos, which sat between 4,000 or 5,000 views, to become my second most viewed video. Now this is where I thought it would stop, because there was no way it would pass Welcome to Pokemon. There was just such a massive gap. Well, as much as I didn't believe it, Corporate Media vs. Creative Media just kept going, and after a while, Welcome to Pokemon was unseated as my most popular video. And 78,000 views later, it brought my channel to 980 subscribers. But I couldn't give up. I was so close. Just a couple more videos and I'd make it over that infamous milestone. So I did what anyone would do. I took a break. Now hold on, I didn't just stop doing stuff. See, I had a plan. Over my time uploading, I had started feeling unfulfilled. While there were some obvious exceptions, the vast majority of my videos were just me talking about stuff, and I was starting to get bored of it. I wanted to make some actual content and not just complain about things. And with my channel so close to a milestone, I didn't want to just pass it. I wanted to blow by it, give the people something that they would actually look forward to. And so, through 2 weeks of work that also served as a great drawing exercise, I released part 1 of Into the Void, an illustrated series that served as my interpretation of Void Kong's backstory. I took a single loading screen from Donkey Kong Bonanza and expanded it into a full-on epic. This was it, a piece of actual content, one that finally let me flex my storytelling muscles. It was going to take the world by storm. It got about 120 views. Oof. But on the bright side, the people who did watch it left some really encouraging comments. Encouraging enough that I made a promise. If the channel reached 1,000 subscribers, I would make part 2. But what would get me there? The most ambitious piece of content I ever made didn't do it, so what would? Well, the hero of my channel ended up being the stupid skit about crocodiles snorting gold dust. Why was it this video? I don't know. I just had this idea one day and it made me laugh, so I made it into a video. Not a bad formula to make content. And yeah, I guess it made other people laugh too, cause now it's the 4th most viewed video on my channel. And that surge is what pushed me over 1,000 subscribers, which brings us to right now. Thank you everyone for liking, commenting, subscribing, or doing whatever you do to support the channel. It is genuinely a big confidence booster whenever someone subscribes or leaves a positive comment, and I definitely still wouldn't be uploading without these things. Going forward, I hope to increase the scope of my projects, and your support will be a key factor in doing that. So if you want more things like Into the Void, Make sure to subscribe and share it with others who might like it, cause part 2, didn't perform very well. The same is the case if you want more parody songs. I love writing them, and I want future songs to be even better than the ones I've already made. So if you'd like to see more, make sure to subscribe. It is genuinely amazing that the channel has made it this far, and while my crowd isn't the biggest yet, it still encourages me every day to know that there are people who are looking forward to the things I make, and I hope to use that momentum to keep making my content bigger and better. So whether you've been here for a while or just joined recently, thank you for coming by and watching. And if you're willing, I'd be interested to know how exactly you found this channel in the comments. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all later.